The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, guys? Another Friday night here on Fever Pitch. Today's a special episode as we have some special guests. We have the Mizuno team to my left. I know you're focused on Anton right now. He's not. And then we got Anton del Rosario on my right. I'll have these guys all introduce themselves right now.
Don't forget Miles.
So we got on my left here.
Hi, my name's Nori from Mizuno Corporation. I'm in charge of sales for the Philippines and the rest of the Eastern Asia. I'm in charge of footwear and apparel, and I'm part of the football business as well.
Nice.
So nice to see.
And to your left, we got.
Hi, I'm Mikey. I'm the Media and PR Officer of Master Sports Corporation Mizuno. I'm basically in charge of all public relations of the company, all media, and
Facebook.
athletes like Joan and Anton.
Nice. And then to my right, we have our Kaya team captain. Kaya team captain, we got a little guy here. Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Say hi, Miles. This is Miles here, and I'm Anton del Rosario from KFC.
So as you guys already know, for the first half of our show today, we will be talking about Mizuno. Anton and I are ambassadors of Mizuno, and they take really good care of us with helping us with gear, boots, help us with our team, shin guards, everything we ask. They're great people. So for our first half of the show, we will be learning more about Mizuno and how they can help you guys here in the Philippines. So, yes, Miles? Yeah, tell them. This is Miles. We got Miles too. We'll talk about him later as well, right? Yes, Miles?
Yes. All right.
Yes. All right. So let's get into the Mizuno. Mizuno, you're here visiting from
Japan.
Japan. What brings you to the Philippines?
Basically, I'm in charge of sales in, of course, the Philippines, and I do business with guys like Mikey at Master Sports, who are our exclusive distributors for Mizuno products. And so basically what we do is come here on a frequent basis, discuss about business, of course including football boots and of course running and other products. And so we just forecast sales and also think about what we can do to build the brand around here, and work with guys like you on bringing new products and exercise.
I love all of them.
Thank you.
And Mikey, what are we doing here? What do you want to tell us about Mizuno? Don't freeze on me now. Gotta talk to me.
Basically, we're here to talk about the brand. You got to let your fans and people watching the podcast know all about what we can provide them and what we can basically show them. Things like what products are coming in, what products they can use. Maybe where they can find Mizunos, and even we're gonna help them out get Mizuno products as well.
Nice. As Mikey said, we're gonna help you guys get Mizuno products. So when these two guys are talking, I would pay very, very good attention as we have free boots and free GCs that we'll be giving out. Now you gotta to find that, yeah, bud. He wants the free boots. He wants the free boots.
Mizuno boots. There you go.
So we'll be giving out free boots and some free GCs. The way we're going to do that is we'll be asking a question before the commercial break, and you will have to respond on Twitter to either Mizuno PH or to me at Jonah Romero 9, and you have until the deadline will be Wednesday, which will be the next day we air. So that's how you can get a free pair of boots or some GCs. So let's talk about the Mizuno philosophy. What is our Mizuno philosophy?
Our Mizuno philosophy from the headquarters is to contribute to the society of sports and to promote the sports through the sporting goods. And so basically what we want to do is to maintain and motivate and help support the athletes to the maximum. So that's what we do, what we've been doing to actually promote the brand and promote the products. And we've got our R&D team, working, in millimeters and all these research in order to get maximum out of the product so that we can help you out with performing to the highest level.
And helping us out at the highest levels is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about the never settle, Mikey?
Basically, that's our Mizuno Festo. It's never settle. It's it's how we do. How where our products are inspired. It's how we choose our athletes. Basically, it's where we base everything. Never settles. A line that just basically says that you don't just do what you're capable of doing, just whatever's normal. You try your best in any sport. You try to do your best in whether it be running, football, volleyball, or whatever sport we carry. Yeah.
Right. So it's not just football. Tell us what other sports. What are the other sports that Mizuno carries as well for people who maybe don't play football like Anton and I?
Right. Start off with, we started in 1906 as a baseball brand.
There we go. There's our history. There we
Yeah.
go. Let's get into that.
A little bit of a history.
Yeah, we're breaking the ice now. Let's get into that. Get us some history
Going back
here.
to the days, and well, we generally started with baseball, and of course we have golf. So we're sort of a multi-sports brand company. We also have running and volleyball, which is very popular here in the Philippines as well. And also there are some unique items that we carry, lifestyle, and what else is there? You have any?
Well, here in the Philippines, it's basically all about football, running, golf, volleyball, badminton. But you also have some other items like items for judo.
Yeah, I saw you guys have gis.
Yeah, we
there's
have
a lot of
gis.
gis in there. It's nice.
Then recently we brought in the Mizuno B, something that was for any kind of athlete, just to more of a lifestyle show.
The Mizuno B. Can we get a B over here? Someone show us what a Mizuno B is? There's only one person here wearing it. Can you put it up in there?
Oh,
That's a Mizuno. That would be our Mizuno B. What is So Mizuno, there's a lot of technology, correct, behind
Yes.
Mizuno. Can you guys explain the technology that's behind it?
Well, basically all of our technology comes from trying to help every athlete or every sports guy to provide with the best performance. So our R&D team back in Japan sort of collects a lot of information from the top athletes to sports-minded guys and girls, and so that's where it all comes from. We try to provide products. For instance, with the football boots, we track all the motions and all the moves and try to put it into new fabrics, new leather or whatever that's needed to make one certain boot. And then we have a planning team to actually get that all together into one, so that we get the perfect boot, ready for every season to come out and perform in the games.
That's sweet. We actually will have a clip here in a little bit with the Hulk from Brazil, who's probably the biggest ambassador
for us.
for Mizuno. Not as big as us, but no, I'm kidding. He plays for Brazil. We had a pretty cool video on him and how they show the technology part of Mizuno. Anton, you being with Mizuno, what was your favorite boot that you wore from Mizuno?
Well, I mean, the boots now, the Neo Morelias. I mean, I've been with Mizuno since '06, man. I mean, they've been providing me with boots and gear.
Got a whole closet full of boots.
Yeah, I mean, I've been through
Boots
them
and
all.
short shorts.
I love the short shorts. No, I mean, I've been through a lot of Mizuno soccer boots, and the Morelias are definitely, probably the best boots I've ever worn. Not just because, I help out Mizuno and stuff like that. It's because being a football player, you want comfortable boots, you want boots that feel light on your feet, and these provide both of it. And, the quality, they look good.
When Anton was on the Azkals back in the day, when they came onto the scene, you guys also provided them with kits,
Yes.
right? How did you like those
The
kits?
kits are really nice, really nice.
I have a pair of shorts. I don't know how I got them.
Probably from me.
Yeah.
Probably stole them.
Yeah, just didn't give them back yet. You're getting back
No,
later.
Mizuno has always been good to the national team. In '04 we were Adidas, and then 2006 when no one was there for the national team, Mizuno stepped in and did their part, and made us look good. we made them look good by also, I guess.
That's what they told me.
Actually,
No, but we advanced.
the Azkals were the only national team that we had.
Yeah.
We were really proud of. And,
Back then, oh man, it was good. I mean, I liked the jerseys back then too. The jerseys back then were nice as well.
every now and then when I play football with my friends, I wear the Azkals jersey, and they're like, "Where the hell did you get that from?" It's like, "Hey, I'm proud of my Philippines team." So
Yeah. No,
So the boot that Mizuno is promoting right now would be these boots here on the table, the Estrelas. You guys want to tell us about these boots?
Oh, sure.
Go ahead, take it.
Here, basically, the Estrellas were inspired by Anton's favorite boots, the Estrela Neo. It's lightweight. It has all the technology, you know.
It's Kaya colors.
Kaya colors, yeah.
Makes it better.
Basically, yeah, that's what it aims to do. Make any football athlete, whether it be someone just trying it out, someone who who's been playing for a while. You just want to enhance the athlete. That's actually one of the biggest goals of Mizuno, is to enhance football players of all levels, make them better through the gear we provide for them.
Nice. Actually, these boots are actually very, very comfortable. You like these boots?
I don't know. Am I gonna get one?
Don't worry, guys. They're also Loyola colors. But that's all. This is the little one here. We got the
You want to stay away from
big Kaya
those,
colors.
okay.
This is the one you want. This is the one you guys want. So before your commercial break, let us play the video on the technology behind Mizuno that includes the Hulk. So before we go, and I thank the Mizuno people for stopping in today, we just want to let them know that me as a player, very grateful for everything they do. Provide us with gears like the Superstar shirt right here, and shorts. They got to get high socks though. We're still waiting for the high socks. Runners, cleats. They've provided me for my youth team with balls. Before when I first got here to Kaya, they provided us with our jersey kits. They also help out grassroots. And if you guys want to check them out, you can check them out at...
You can check out our webpage, mizuno.ph. Basically everything you need to know about Mizuno Philippines is there. So,
And then if you guys want to go to any stores, where are all the stores located at? Got them all on top of your head?
Well,
On the spot right
right
now.
now, some of the new ones are SM Aura. We just opened that up last month or 2 months ago. We have a store in BHS. We have a store in ATC, Festival Mall, Eastwood. And we're opening up in Davao soon, so those from Davao can check it out. We have in Cebu. Oh yeah, the Davao store will be in the Brisa Mall. We have in SM Cebu, Ayala Cebu, so we're basically now everywhere,
All over the place.
and you can find us there.
So there's no excuse for you not to get Mizuno boots, because they're everywhere. And if you watch the UFL, you notice that most of all the players are all wearing Mizuno boots. Even if you watch the youth league, all the kids are wearing Mizuno boots. There's a reason why everyone's wearing Mizuno boots. So put that in your brain. All right, so we'll go to our commercial break, and we'll be right back, and we'll be focusing on this guy right here.
Yeah.
What you've been missing on The Factory.
Were you the one who posted, James, regarding the guidelines when it comes to checkpoints?
Yes, I
That's
was.
That's fantastic.
Yes, I just made it up, but I thought it was.
I
mean, this time of year, right? Elections. You never let the truth get in the way of a good story. Okay. Children, do not follow this at home. I'm just kidding. Just so you know your rights. If you do get stopped by a checkpoint,
you are not allowed
we're able to verify all of
them.
these, James.
You're not allowed to run over them. That didn't make it here. So technically. Now, number 2. Upon approach, slow down. I guess that counts as not running them over. Dim headlights and turn on cabin lights. Okay.
Cabin lights.
Lock all doors of vehicles during inspection. Since lock.
They might get pissed off because you're locking.
But that's the
doors.
thing.
Okay.
This is where they get you, and this is actually. I know we're making fun of it a little bit, but this is a serious issue. We've seen some people genuinely harassed. Drugs are planted. And other things, a Justin Bieber CD is planted, which is even worse.
Oh,
yes,
no.
I've heard of that. And there's no defense for that.
Just
There's really no defense. Yeah, it's like, but Your Honor, we found this. Throw the book at him. And the CD as well.
Then after that you have to submit your cell phone and everything. Yeah. And next thing you know, you have a Justin Bieber ringtone.
Catch James Deacon and the boys on Counterflow Wednesdays 7:30 to 8:30 only here on The Factory.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with the game Chubby Bunny, but have you played Chubby Bunny before?
No.
You put a marshmallow in your mouth, you say Chubby Bunny, and you keep putting it in your mouth, and you keep saying Chubby Bunny.
Okay.
Whoever can fit the most in their mouth wins. But we're not gonna say Chubby Bunny. We're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, okay ka na ba? And you're gonna be like, okay na, okay na.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Go.
2 at a time.
Yeah, we're gonna do it time. Okay ka na ba? What?
Okay na, okay na.
Good.
I just saw it.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na, okay na.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na, okay na.
Okay. That was awful stuff.
And we're back. So now that we've given you a little bit of knowledge on Mizuno, here is our Mizuno question. Now again, you have until Wednesday to answer this question, and you win a free pair of boots. Our question is, which player from the Confederations champion team was wearing Mizuno during the tournament? All right.
Where did they answer?
You should have. What?
Where did they answer?
Oh yeah, so you got to answer to. I was getting there, bro. You got to answer to on Twitter to at
Mizuno.ph.
Mizuno.
Sorry, Mizuno.ph.
Mizuno.ph or to me at Jonah Romero 9. Again, it's at
Mizuno.ph.
or Jonah Romero 9.
More.
One more time.
Mizuno.ph.
Or Jonah Romero 9. All right. So now let's get on to the good stuff. Let's start with my buddy here, Anton, who happens to be the captain of my club team here, and he's also a former Azkals. Let's give him a clap. Miles disappeared. So we have here Anton. The reason I wanted you on here is because I wanted to know your history. I wanted to know where you're in the hot seat now. Where it all started. So let us
What do
know.
you mean? Where it all started?
Where it all started? Where'd you grow up playing?
From my mama's belly?
Yeah,
like
your
that.
mom.
From
So
there? You trying to go that far or what?
Not that far. Like where'd you grow up playing, Anton?
No, I mean, let's say lived in the States 15 years, came back here for 2 years, did high school at Southridge, then CSA in Dasma, then ended up going back to the States, graduated in high school. After that, I came back here, played for LaSalle Taft, and that's when I started training with the national team. Then, from then I went back to the States again for college.
Just got it. I know what he wanted.
Yeah, I'm just back and forth. Now, enjoy myself. And then finally finished up college in 07, and then came back here in 09, and been out here for 4 years. 4 years.
So when you started with when did you start with Kaya?
When did I start with Kaya? I mean,
that's what I asked.
Kaya started, I think, in '96. And from then we were playing indoor soccer at IS. And then it just turned into a club team. And I guess I started back in, 98? 98, 99, man. 98, 99 is when I started playing with Kaya, and I stuck through.
And you've played for Kaya the
whole time.
The whole time just played for Kaya.
The whole time just played for
loyal.
Kaya.
It's loyal right there.
Loyalty.
We're a loyal
That's
club.
what it's called.
That's what we do.
Loyal to Mizuno too.
Loyal to Mizuno. See this guy? This guy's trying to get in there. He's trying to get some free. You're out of here.
Mizuno.
When you started with the national team, what was it like? Because, example, I played for the Guam national team, and we're fresh. We just started, and when we first started, it was terrible. Obviously, it takes, process. How was it?
Well, I mean, the national team for the Philippines, we're one of the longest national teams in Asia, I think. We've been around for a long time, but we started to tip off in the 90s. In the 90s, we tipped off, and early 2000s, 2000, 2002, we were getting smashed by all these Southeast Asian teams, right? So,
you guys were at Mizuno then?
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah, we were Adidas.
They didn't make you guys look bad.
I mean, yeah, we were known as the whipping boys of Southeast Asia. So then, I mean, all the teams, thought they'd just run through us. Vietnam, Thailand, all of them. But then all started to turn around in 2004. 2004, that's when they came out and called us the Azkals, because there were a few of us from abroad that came out to play with the team. It was, Ali Borromeo was considered, I guess, a foreigner for some reason. He was born and raised out here all his life, but it just didn't make sense to me. Anyways, Ali, Chris Greatwich, Chad Gold, and myself, as 4 foreigners, came out here in 2004, and we actually did pretty well. We got our first win in was known back then, the Tiger Cup. We got our first win in the tournament.
What's the Tiger Cup now?
2004. The Suzuki Cup.
Suzuki Cup, okay.
Suzuki Cup now. So, I mean, and from then it just snowballed. I mean, in 2006, we had to do qualifiers. We ended up qualifying for the Suzuki Cup, and, I mean, didn't do too well in it, but we still qualified.
There's just little steps.
Yeah, I mean, it was baby steps, and then eventually came to 2010 when we ended up beating Vietnam, tying Singapore, and tying Myanmar, and first time advancing to the semis in the Suzuki Cup.
And that's when you played right back.
That is when I played right back. I mean, I've been stuck at right back throughout my career with the national team. So, yeah.
How many players would you say that you've won the national team? Obviously, there's a ton of you guys, and obviously you said you guys were the first foreigners that came in. First 4, you, Ali, Chad, and Chris.
Yeah.
When you guys first came in, it was all local players?
Oh yeah, I mean, most of the players were on the armed forces. So the armed forces were the top teams back then. Throughout the early 2000s, through the 90s, it was all about Army, Navy, Air Force, man. Those were the top teams. Then Kaya stepped in there, and then eventually teams like Pasargad, Union, Archers, they eventually came into play, and then it shows that football's growing in the country.
Right. When did you guys start to find more foreign players?
For the national team, let's say 2005, right after the 4 of us came. In 2005, they started getting players for the U23 team. They probably had about 6 foreigners then. And that's when Phil and James also came into play.
Okay.
Because they played in the 2005 SEA Games, Asian Games, which is the Southeast Asia.
So would you say the level when the foreigners came in?
I mean, it's not like the Filipinos were bad, I mean, it just gave us a lot more motivation to play. I mean, to have that fight, because when we stepped into there, it's sort of, could see that people were content with where we were at, you know, in football. And people who were coming from abroad always wanted to push for football to be, you know, promising in this country. And starting in 04, we came out, we'd pay our way to play for the national team, and we were just doing it for the love of the sport. And I mean, eventually, I guess it all paid off.
All right. Who was the first coach you played for on the national team?
Damn. Well,
does your brain go back that far?
I feel ancient. Well, when I started training with the national team back with Fred Gonzalez in 2000,
Fred was on the national
2001.
team? He was a striker?
Yeah, dude. Fred was like the Phil Young husband when we were
Back in
getting
the
killed.
day, huh?
When we were getting killed. No, when I first started playing with them, it was a Japanese coach actually. His name was Coach Imai. I think
Really?
he coached in the J-League for a little bit.
Look into my books.
No, because what it was, the national team, we were affiliated with Japan FA, JFA.
JFA.
And they would send a national team coach out here on Japan's salary. JFA would pay for the coach, everything, and he'd just come out and coach us. Unfortunately, ties were cut with the JFA, and then, but then, I mean, Coach Aries Kaslip stepped in 03, 04, and stuck around for a little bit, and I mean, he did well. He's definitely by far my favorite local coach.
Favorite local coach, but out of all the coaches on the national team, which one's your favorite? I mean, Wise? Wise is your favorite coach? Out of all the ones on the national team, Wise your favorite coach?
This guy got jokes, man. Got jokes. No, favorite coach, I ain't gonna say. I mean, I like playing for most of them. Most of them but one. Most of them. Yeah, pretty much all of them, but.
Now, what's everything that's going on with the national team? I'm sure it's tough, you know, not being there, especially after scoring goals in our league and not being called. I mean, what, you have a grudge against that? You know, like I'd be pissed off if I was you. I think you should be there. You know,
scoring
goals.
It's what it is. You know, I mean, the politics come into play, stuff like that. But I mean, you know, when I first got taken off the national team without, you know, any reasonable excuses, I was having a hard time. That's when I was struggling, football, everything. You know, I was stressed out, but. I mean, all that's in the past, and now I just look forward to playing with Kaya, and you know, leading our team out there, bro.
You do that very well, buddy.
Thank you.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. So what's next? What's next for you in life?
What's next for me in life? I got a little lady over there and the little boy. So I'm supposed to be getting married sometime next year.
Miles! I don't know what's going on. So for all you ladies watching, my man is getting married. Mm-hmm. Say it again. Tell him again.
Yep, I'm getting married.
Tell him again.
When are we getting married? I don't know. I don't know when we're getting married, but we're supposed to be getting married.
They're working it out. But they're getting married.
Yep.
Good stuff. Good stuff. You guys got any questions you want to ask Anton?
Yeah. Come on, throw some my way. I've been with Mizuno for almost 7 years
this
now.
This guy's bringing boots to training that I've never even seen. I don't even think I was born when those boots were made.
Serious.
What sort of boots do you want to see next in terms of?
What do I want to see next, huh? Well, I mean, like I said, I'm very happy. It's incredible how you guys have came this far with soccer boots, you know? Because I was really happy with the Morelias. The Morelias, the original Morelias, the ones that Rivaldo was using. I mean, they were so comfortable. It was unbelievable, you know? I mean, you stick them on and they felt like a glove. But then you came out with these Neos where they're like a glove, but then they're super light. They're almost like vapor type light, you know?
Right.
And I mean, you can't beat it. You really can't beat it. I really don't know what else you guys could throw into there to make it better. So I definitely recommend the Neos. Not because they're here, but because they are the best boots I've ever worn.
I got a funny story. When I came to try out for Kaya, I came here for a week trial. I didn't know who Anton was. And my buddy Nate Berkey, he's from Virginia. I hadn't seen him in like, I don't know, 6, a long time. He was a lot older than me. And I walked up to Anton, and I was like, "What's up, Nate?" And then the other day, we were hanging out, all the boys were hanging out watching 3D, and someone was like, are you and Nate related or something? You get that a lot?
Everybody thinks we're family, man.
Yeah, everyone confuses him with Nate all the time.
They always think we're
brothers.
Even on Facebook. They got Facebook recognition and on photos, and sometimes it tags him as me and me as him. You know, it's kind of funny.
Annoying.
Yeah. It's alright, you know? I mean, he thinks he's good looking, so he does. Yeah.
Oh, he's good looking, and he's not getting married, so guess what? You got any questions for Anton?
Yeah, because we were watching your practice game a while ago.
Yeah.
What do you think about Armand's goal?
Oh my God, Armand!
Armand scored a goal today.
Armand scored a goal today. Probably the first one.
He came to the office the other day at about 7 p.m. when I was about to go home.
Standard.
And then he went to our boss's office.
You guys gotta move your office because it's right next to his house. Like, he can just show up there whenever he wants.
He signs in the logbook for employees. And
careful.
For a while, he used to sign the receipts and everything. Then he goes up to our office, and then he goes to our boss's office. Goes to our table, looks for people.
Changes the time on my clock.
Yeah. Well. You better tell your brother to get under control because security might soon.
Soon enough, there's going to be a bed in his office, and he'll be sleeping there when he gets in trouble with his wife.
I'm telling you, I don't know how much credit that guy has, but I feel like he always has a new pair of boots. Like, dude, you always have a new pair of Mizuno boots.
Why you gotta call him out?
He always walks in with a new box.
Why are you calling him out?
I'm not mad at him because he's hooked me up before.
No, I think he just cleans it well. Puts it back in the box. And
he always shows up with a box. I'm always so jealous. I'm like, dude, you get mad boots, man. He's got.
We used to play for all these new shoes and samples, but I leave it to Mikey and the guys up here to deliver to the favorite guys, the guys who like the best.
This guy's been around the block,
Armand, if you're watching, share, bro. We need boots too. Share.
One time he told me it was supposed to go to you.
There goes your credit.
Actually, I remember the time when we were supposed to give you a pair of Morelias.
Yeah.
And then he comes in and he says, "Oh, this is gonna be mine." Then he said, "Tell him your brother right now. Call him that I'm getting the Morelias." And then I get a call from the second floor where our store is, and then they tell me you're there looking for your boots because supposedly Armand took it.
Oh yeah, I was furious. He's got that habit. But it's an older brother thing, I guess.
So Anton, when you first started playing in the UFL though, it was pretty bad, right? It wasn't the way it is now.
I mean,
tell us how that changed so
the
much.
whole UFL thing. I mean, it's amazing to see the UFL. It started 3 years ago. We're going into our 4th season, and I mean, it's everything that we were, hoping for as soccer players for the country. A professional league out here, because traveling abroad to all these other Southeast Asian countries, you see professional leagues, develop. And, we always hope for one in the Philippines. And when it came, I mean, we're all excited, all very happy. And now, I mean, from the first day the UFL started to now, it's crazy how much it's, I guess, matured. It's a good word. Because, I mean, we got rules in effect for foreigners. Because back then we couldn't even, people didn't even know about the UFL league out here. And last year, a bunch of foreigners wanted to come out here and play.
Including
Japanese
guys,
Jonah being one of them. We got Japanese guys out here. We got people from all over the world coming out to play in our league, and it's good to see because it's good to see that it's growing. So I mean, I like where it's going, and I like how it's being run.
Yeah, I remember when I first came out here, we weren't even wearing like the same shorts or the same socks. Like everyone was like doing their own thing.
Yeah,
and it's just like
that's why all the teams are corporate owned almost now.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's definitely been because my first game out here was in the cancer tournament. What was that cancer? Cure for. That's a tournament playing college. What was the cancer one that we played? It was at Rizal.
Don't ask me, bro.
That was my first tournament here. And it was like, I was like, what did I get myself into? You know, like, the breast cancer tournament. I had no idea what I got myself into. I saw people like just wearing whatever they wanted. Some people weren't even wearing guards. I was like, all right, you know. And then now to see, like, now we got our own field. What do you think about the new field?
The fields,
yeah,
dude. Finally, it's something I've been saying forever. Because in the States, I was actually working construction, putting these fields in.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
And that's what I was doing. I was working construction, putting in turf fields in the States. And when I moved back out here, I was just like, turf fields would be the perfect thing for fields out here. Because what they do, they put in so much money for these grass fields, and then all the grass fields go to shit. You know, we're allowed to swear on here.
You're allowed to swear on
okay, cool. Yeah, so all the grass fields go to shit. So turf fields were the best way to go, and it's good to see that. I think they got 3 turf fields, working on a 4th one now. So I mean, they got one in Bell, they got Emperador, BGC, and then supposed to be opening up one for Ayala Link.
And then there's the little camp, but just
there's the camp. But then I mean, that's all.
Actually, the first time Nori came here, we let him watch a game at Rizal. Then this morning we showed him Emperador when you guys had the practice game. He was very impressed.
I just loved it. You could see because from my time. Before I took over my current role to do sales in the Philippines, I didn't know anything about what was happening in Southeast Asia. I grew up in the UK. I was following the biggest leagues, but now playing as a role like this, to help and develop, the UFL and the guys, working behind the scenes, and of course the guys playing in the leagues. It's a huge honor for me if I could one day come back and say, how great this is.
Come back and suit up.
You're helping everybody. You're helping it get there.
Never know, one day I might be playing at the age of 40.
No, I'm serious. You guys are helping it get there. I mean,
the last game I came was the first time I delivered the jerseys to Loyola. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
But at that time, I was delivering the jerseys to Thai as well, and that was actually my first job of doing something football business, and that got me sort of rocking on my job, and now I'm sort of firing on all cylinders and getting ready to go. So
being from Japan and seeing our stadium this morning and watching us play, what do you think we could do to get to the level of J League?
Well, I think I wouldn't
like little steps. Obviously, it's gotta be little steps. But I mean, but it's gotta be little steps. Like if we wanted to be there one day,
grassroots.
Well, grassroots, everything. I think getting more people into the stadiums, gathering the more fans to come in to get attracted, and I think bringing up a different topic is that the J League. The Japanese J League is bringing up this program to help support some of these Southeast Asian countries and work with federations to build partnerships, sending coaches over to develop the league itself, and of course grassroots programs and all these things, so that we could sort of help out develop our neighbors and work together as sort of a one Asian foundation.
Talk to your federation and or the J League people and have them sort out a little
I'll be knocking on their doors tomorrow morning on the phone.
Anton, since you've played it forever, do you think that clubs will ever have their own fields? Do you think we'll all be one day?
Well, I don't know if everybody. I mean, some clubs may share a field, but eventually some clubs will have their own. I think Meralco's actually working on getting a field of their own. So
sneaky bastards.
Yes. There's Meralco. They got Archer's got their own
basically
field.
Have their own field.
Yeah. See, so I mean, slowly but surely, I mean, things don't happen overnight.
That's very true.
So I mean,
so
slowly
we're
but
getting
surely.
there. We're getting there.
We're getting there. Trust me. I mean, the level of play has multiplied, exponentially to what it was before.
Okay, so. I mean, we're all men here. We got to give some credit to the women as well. How's the women football, the Malditas?
Oh, the Malditas. I mean, they got a good man supporting them. I mean, Ernie, you know.
I had lunch at Ernie today.
Did you?
Yeah, after the game.
Did he eat all your food or what? I mean, guys
He told me, what's that place called? He told me Gilligan's?
Sorry,
Was he telling me Gilligan's?
Yeah, Gilligan's.
Gilligan's. Ernie, you definitely told me Gilligan's food was amazing. And we got there and all of us were just looking around like, can't be rude, you know, we gotta eat it all. We ate it all, but dude, Gilligan's, you killed me today, Ernie. I'm like, yeah, making me eat some stuff I didn't even know what it was called. But
what did he eat?
Good guy. I don't even know what it was called.
Yeah.
Some of it was good, but Ernie's a great guy, and he was telling us some stuff about the Malditas and his plan. He's getting all these women from Division I schools like Santa Clara.
Yeah, I mean,
putting his teams together. Dude, you're not. I'll tell you what, guys. You're not gonna stop Ernie from taking the team to SEA Games. That's for sure. He's going no matter what. He is going. So.
They also got some people on the Malditas that've been around for a minute. I mean, who's the
Marielle?
Who else? Yeah, Marielle.
Yeah, we've had her on the show before.
Karen, is she still there too? Cacho? Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean they got some good role players out there, good leaders for the team, and you know that'll give them some history on the Malditas, just like we had for the national team, for the men's team, you know, for all the new guys.
My last question for you is, how do you feel about your national team now?
Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy where they're at. You know, I mean, all the players are playing well. It's good to see that we got players. I guess from different leagues. We got pros out here. I mean, shout out to Schrock and Neil, you know, being professional players out in Europe where I guess the top football is being played, to come out here and play for the country. You know, mad props to all the guys from, I guess...
Miles is back, guys. He's back.
To all the guys from all the countries abroad who decide to move out here, mad props to them too, because I mean, they're showing their commitment to the.
What song is it? What song is it?
Faithfully by Journey. Arnell. That guy's my dude, man. You know? So yeah, when I played the song, that's when I helped her down from the carriage and popped the question, and she started laughing.
That was a joke?
She was laughing. She was just like, are you serious? Because of all the other places that we went to that night and all the other times I could have done it.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, gosh. So, whatchamacallit? And she said yes.
And she said yes. Again, my man is taken. Leave him alone. That was the short version of the... That was the short version, guys. All right, so... You guys got anything you want to say? Any people you want to give thanks to, or?
Thanks to you guys.
No, thanks to you guys for coming. Thanks to you guys for hooking us up with us Mizuno gear and
thanks for taking care of us.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Continue our relationship.
Thanks for finally making it on the show and bringing Miles by. Miles has been keeping the audience entertained out here.
What you doing? Look at you with your mouth. You say hi. Look at the mouth.
Say bye, Miles. The shirt says. If you look at this guy, talk to his agent.
You say
that's what his shirt says. Talk to this man's agent. All right, guys. Well, that's all the time we have tonight for Fever Pitch.
Goodbye.
Wait.
Goodbye.
You gotta bring that closer. I'll just read it. Oh yeah, Miss Casey. I want to say thank you to Miss Casey, and I do not know how to pronounce Naj Zaragoza Makeup Artistry and J. Paul Zaragoza. Thank you guys for our Fever Pitch photo shoot that we had a while back. But we gotta have another one because Rick was in there and we gotta get him out of there. And also, I got a new co-host. She's a female, so be watching out for that. She's a cutie, but she's taken also. So leave her alone. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Later.
See ya. You say see ya. Say bye. Miles, say bye.